Welcome to Truck Driver Nation, the powerhouse of logistics.
What if your next career let you work from home and gave you the opportunity to qualify for a $5,000 performance bonus during your first year? Truck Driver Nation is looking for motivated people who want to build a real career in freight dispatching. And the best part? No CDL is required to get started today. We'll teach you the systems, the strategies, and the real-world skills used to work with American trucking companies. If you're hired, complete your training, and meet our first-year performance goals, you may qualify for a $5,000 performance bonus. Want to learn how you can get started? We'll show you exactly how it works.
Welcome to Truck Driver Nation's Wednesday webinar. Let's get started. Good evening and welcome to Truck Driver Nation. Tonight, we'll help you understand the opportunities available as a work-from-home freight dispatcher. This is a condensed version of our webinar designed to cover the most important information efficiently and leave time for your questions. For the complete 2-hour step-by-step training, I highly recommend visiting our YouTube channel at Truck Driver Nation LLC. Tonight, we'll cover the fundamentals and then open the floor for your questions. Let's get started. Let's talk about who this opportunity is really for. If you're a truck driver looking to get off the road, freight dispatching allows you to stay in the trucking industry without spending weeks away from home. No matter where you're starting from, our goal is the same: to provide the training, support, and real-world knowledge you need to succeed as a professional freight dispatcher. And if you're already an experienced freight dispatcher, Truck Driver Nation can help you sharpen your skills, stay current with today's market, and connect with opportunities to work with American carriers. If you're looking for a new career, don't worry if you have no trucking experience. Our training starts at the beginning and walks you through the entire process step by step. Now, let's take a look at what this opportunity can actually lead to. Before we dive deeper into everything Truck Driver Nation has to offer, I'd like you to take a moment and ask yourself one simple question. Are you truly ready to make a change in your life? Because freight dispatching isn't just another online course. It's a professional skill, it's a career, and for many of our students, it's become the opportunity that changed the direction of their future. Now, let me be completely honest with you. We're not looking for people who are simply curious. We're looking for people who are ready to learn. Whether you've never dispatched a truck before, whether you're already an experienced freight dispatcher looking for better opportunities, whether you want to work remotely for a carrier, or whether your goal is to eventually build your own dispatch business, the one thing every successful student has in common is commitment, not perfection, not years of experience, commitment. At Truck Driver Nation, we've invested thousands of hours building a training program that removes as much of the learning curve as possible. We've developed step-by-step training, real-world systems, AI-powered workflows, templates, scripts, checklists, support, live coaching, and even opportunities to help you connect with owner-operators. We've built the roadmap. Now, you simply have to decide whether you're willing to follow it. Because no one succeeds simply because they bought a course. People succeed because they make the decision to learn a valuable skill and continue moving forward until they become confident. There will be things you've never seen before. There will be new terminology. There will be moments where you'll have questions. That's completely normal. That's exactly why we're here. Our job is to teach you, guide you, support you, and help you become the kind of freight dispatcher that owner-operators trust with their business. Your job is much simpler. Show up, learn, apply what you're taught, ask questions, and keep moving forward. If you're looking for a magic button, this probably isn't the opportunity for you. But if you're ready to invest in yourself, develop a professional skill, and create opportunities that can benefit you for years to come, then I honestly believe you're in exactly the right place. So if you're ready, let's keep going. Because what you're about to see could completely change the way you look at freight dispatching. Let's break this down using real numbers. Let's put everything we've talked about into a real-world example. One of the questions I hear all the time is, can I actually make a living as a freight dispatcher? The answer is yes, but let's look at realistic numbers instead of unrealistic promises. Imagine you're managing 10 owner-operators. Those trucks are already on the road every day, hauling freight across the United States. They already need someone to negotiate loads, coordinate schedules, communicate with brokers, solve problems, and keep those trucks moving. That's where you come in. If those 10 trucks each generate between $8,500 and $11,500 in weekly freight revenue, a range commonly seen depending on freight type, lanes, and market conditions, and you're earning a 10% dispatch fee, you're looking at approximately $850 to $1,150 per truck per week. Now multiply that by 10 trucks. That's roughly $8,500 to $11,500 per week, or approximately $34,000 to $46,000 per month in dispatch revenue. Now, I want you to notice something important. These trucks already exist. The freight is already moving. The money is already changing hands every single day. The opportunity isn't waiting to be invented. The opportunity is waiting for qualified freight dispatchers who know how to manage those trucks professionally. Could you eventually build a dispatch business of this size? Absolutely. Will it happen overnight? No. Like any professional career, it takes commitment, training, and consistent effort. But this example demonstrates what's possible when you build your client base one owner-operator at a time. And remember, you're not expected to figure that journey out by yourself. Truck Driver Nation teaches you the skills, provides ongoing support, and helps you connect with owner-operators so you can begin building real dispatch experience instead of wondering where your first opportunities will come from. The numbers aren't here to impress you. They're here to show you what's possible when preparation meets opportunity. The only question left is, are you ready to position yourself to become part of it?
Truck Driver Nation offers 3 paths to success as a freight dispatcher. Please pay attention to ensure you are not misleading yourself. By the end of this webinar, you're going to understand that there are 3 possible paths available within the freight dispatching industry. As we go through today's presentation, I want you to start thinking about which path best fits your goals, your lifestyle, and your long-term plans. Path number 1. Work for one of our carrier partners. Truck Driver Nation operates as a recruiting and staffing organization within the trucking industry. We recruit truck drivers, freight dispatchers, recruiters, and other transportation professionals for carriers we represent. If your goal is employment, one option may be to apply with one of our carrier partners. However, it is important to understand that Truck Driver Nation does not make hiring decisions for those carriers. Each carrier has its own requirements, qualifications, experience standards, and hiring process. Just like truck drivers, freight dispatchers must meet the carrier's individual requirements to be considered for employment. Because of this, attendance at this webinar or enrollment in any training program does not guarantee employment with any carrier. Path number 2. Work with Truck Driver Nation. Some people ask whether they can work with Truck Driver Nation directly. The answer is yes, but only under very specific circumstances. We maintain high standards and only bring on individuals who have demonstrated professionalism, commitment, reliability, and a genuine passion for the logistics industry. For that reason, we do not simply hire people after attending a webinar. We want to see a proven track record first. We want to know that logistics is truly the right fit for you, and we want you to know that we're the right fit for you as well. Many of the people who eventually work with Truck Driver Nation first complete training, demonstrate their abilities, and earn our confidence over time. These opportunities are selective, full-time only, and are never guaranteed. Path number 3. Build your own freight dispatch service. For many people, this becomes the most attractive option. After learning the skills, systems, and processes used by professional freight dispatchers, many graduates choose to launch their own independent freight dispatch service. This path offers the greatest flexibility because it can be started part-time or full-time. Many of our students come from completely different industries, including education, healthcare, insurance, customer service, recruiting, and sales. Others are former truck drivers or logistics professionals looking to transition into a new role. Regardless of your background, if you've never worked as a freight dispatcher before, training is essential. Freight dispatching is a professional skill that must be learned and developed. Our training programs are designed to provide the knowledge, systems, support, and ongoing mentorship needed to help you succeed. Important notice: Truck Driver Nation does not guarantee employment with any carrier, company, or organization. Participation in this webinar, enrollment in training, or completion of training does not guarantee employment with Truck Driver Nation or any carrier partner. Hiring decisions are made solely by the employer involved. Our role is to provide training, education, recruiting opportunities, industry guidance, and ongoing support so you can choose the path that best fits your goals. As we continue through today's presentation, keep these 3 paths in mind and start thinking about which direction makes the most sense for your future.
Okay, this is clarification so everybody understands. You do have a guaranteed job offer as a graduated student from Truck Driver Nation's Freight Dispatch program. You have to have the certification in hand. We can't put you to work until you know what you're doing as a work-from-home freight dispatcher. So make sure to remember this and ask any questions at the end of the presentation.
Most freight dispatcher schools sell you a course. We give you a career. I want to share something with you that I honestly believe separates Truck Driver Nation from almost every other freight dispatcher training company in the country. Most companies are focused on one thing: selling you a course. Once you've paid your money, they give you a login, maybe answer a few questions, and then they send you on your way to figure everything else out. You're left trying to find carriers, trying to find owner-operators, trying to find a job, trying to figure out how to actually make money. That's not how we built Truck Driver Nation. Our mission has always been much bigger than simply selling a training course. Our goal is to build professional freight dispatchers that owner-operators can trust with their businesses. That means we don't stop caring about your success after you complete the course. If you complete our Freight Dispatcher Certification course and you want to work with Truck Driver Nation, we will give you a guaranteed employment opportunity. Think about that for a minute. We're willing to hire our own graduates. That's how much confidence we have in our training. Now, let me also be completely transparent. This is a guaranteed opportunity, not a guaranteed career. Those are 2 completely different things. We are going to give you the opportunity. What you do with that opportunity is completely up to you. We'll bring you onto our team. We'll onboard you. We'll mentor you. We'll answer questions. We'll help you grow. We'll teach you how our business operates. But we're not going to go back and reteach the Freight Dispatcher Certification course after you're hired. The purpose of the course is to prepare you for the job. By the time you complete the training, you should already understand load boards, rate negotiations, dispatch procedures, documentation, customer communication, and everything else we covered. When you come to work for Truck Driver Nation, we're expecting you to apply what you've already learned. Our role changes from instructor to mentor. We'll help you become faster. We'll help you become more efficient. We'll help you solve real-world problems. We'll help you grow professionally, but you've got to come prepared. If you're looking for someone to sit beside you every day and reteach the course from the beginning, this opportunity probably isn't the right fit. We're building professionals, not babysitting employees. Now let's talk about what success looks like. Our owner-operators trust us with their livelihoods. Every load we book affects a real family. Every rate negotiation affects someone's paycheck. Every decision we make has consequences. That's why professionalism matters, communication matters, organization matters, integrity matters, performance matters. We are looking for dispatchers who take ownership of their work and understand that they are managing real businesses, not just moving freight. As you develop your skills, you'll begin building your dispatch portfolio. Some owner-operators may be assigned to you by Truck Driver Nation based on operational needs. We also expect every dispatcher to actively participate in building their own portfolio through company-approved recruiting efforts. The recruiting skills we teach are not optional. They're part of becoming a complete freight dispatcher. Professional dispatchers don't simply wait for opportunities, they help create them. Now here's where things become really exciting. If you accept the challenge and perform at the level we're looking for, you'll have the opportunity to earn a one-time $5,000 performance achievement bonus. This is not a sign-on bonus. This is not an advance. This is not a commission. It's a cash bonus earned through performance. To qualify, you must manage a minimum of 7 active full-time owner-operators. Not 6, 7. 7 is the minimum standard. Once you're actively managing 7 or more trucks, you'll begin accumulating qualifying days. Your goal is to accumulate 182 qualifying days, which is approximately 6 months during your first year of employment. Those qualifying days do not have to be consecutive. If your truck count temporarily falls below 7, your qualifying day count simply pauses until you're back to managing 7 or more qualifying trucks. But truck count alone doesn't earn the bonus. Quality matters just as much. We're going to evaluate your professionalism, your communication, your customer service, your documentation, your ability to negotiate profitable freight, your organization, your reliability, and your overall performance. Every trailer division has different financial expectations. Dry van is different from reefer. Reefer is different from flatbed. Flatbed is different from step deck. Our performance standards are built around those differences because our responsibility is to maximize the success of every owner-operator we serve. We'll also meet with you regularly during your first 90 days. We'll coach you. We'll review your progress. We'll help you improve because we want you to succeed. Your success helps our owner-operators succeed. It helps Truck Driver Nation grow. And it helps you build a long-term career in this industry. But I also want to be honest with you. Not everyone is going to make it. Some people complete the course and never apply themselves. Some people refuse coaching. Some people don't follow the systems. Some people don't put in the effort. Truck Driver Nation isn't looking for people who just want a paycheck. We're looking for professionals who want to build something meaningful. If you show up every day prepared to learn, prepared to work, prepared to communicate, prepared to serve our owner-operators, prepared to follow proven systems, then we'll invest in you every step of the way. We'll give you the opportunity. We'll give you the mentorship. We'll give you the support. We'll give you real-world experience. And if you prove yourself by meeting every qualification requirement, we'll reward that achievement with a one-time $5,000 cash performance achievement bonus. That's how strongly we believe in our training. That's how committed we are to building successful freight dispatch professionals. If you're looking for more than just another online course, if you're looking for a real career, if you're willing to work hard, master the training, and earn your place, then I personally invite you to join Truck Driver Nation. Let's build your future together.
Okay, so before I jump off into this calculator, because you need to know, obviously, before we even get going, where are you going to make money as a freight dispatcher? Okay, this is what it looks like right now in 2026. And I'm going to put it in my own slang terms, like I do everything. If you suck at it, that low end, you're going to lose your owner operators, guaranteed. Normal weekly, you're in that balance. They'll stay with you, but they're not going to be particularly happy. High end, that's where I try to stay. I try to stay in between that normal weekly and that high end weekly. Because I know for a minimum, I've got to maintain my trucks at every single week at $8,500 a week. If they're out there for that complete week, I've got to generate that $8,500. Do I like that $11,000? I can even get up to $12,000 some weeks on some trucks, just depending where they are in the freight lanes. So that being said, I'm going to show you the calculator. I'm just going to show you step deck. If you want to go back, these and actually play with the calculator is in our website. I think it's under career options, and you can go in there and play with it. But for this particular presentation, we're going to concentrate on step deck, sticking in between that normal and high weekly rate right there, so you understand where your money's coming from. But obviously, pick out whichever type of trailer you like, and that'll be the one you're focused on. Okay, this is a calculator that I have set up for everybody so you can play with it. What you're going to have to do is go to the career options, go to the freight dispatcher revenue projection tool, which is basically at the top of that drop down link inside of truckdrivernation.com. I'm going to just do flatbed because this is what I do. Right now, I currently have 10 trucks. So I'm just going to do myself. You can go in and play with the rest because I'm trying to make this shorter so people don't get confused. So me doing 10 trucks, I know I've got to make a minimum of $8,500 per truck or I will lose my truck. Normally I do somewhere give or take around the 10,000, actually 10,500, but we're going to actually leave it right now. I'm going to back it back down to 8,500 so you know what the bottom dollar that you should clear. If you can't clear this, you got a problem. Next thing is everybody has their own truck. They only bring me one truck, so everybody gets charged 10%. There is no exceptions. I don't will and deal with it. You either want me to dispatch for you or you don't want me to dispatch for you. And on the most part, these are all full-time trucks that we dispatch. Now, I don't really dispatch my trucks now because I have outsourced help, and that makes it a lot easier on me. But that being said, I'm not going to get off into that. There, you can play with this. It'll show you how it's done. There's a video at the top of this that will give you instructions on how to actually use all this to make sure that you understand. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come down and we're going to just look at the numbers. This is where the business model and scale, you can change it like a solo operator. That means you're doing it yourself. U.S. staff, that means you're outsourcing to somebody. And then Philippines means you're outsourcing for outsourced help. Philippines team using a Philippines outsourced freight dispatcher that has 5 to 12 years experience is absolutely beyond the shadow of doubt the most cost-effective way to do this. So, but that being said, I'm not going to put that in here. There's a video to show you how to do it. Right now, based on that, me being a one-man show, based at me only doing $8,500 a week per truck, which I would definitely wouldn't want to wish that on nobody. You definitely got to make more than that. But that puts the net profit that what you would actually bring home every year is around $311,000. Weekly is almost $6,000. But that being said, the gross revenue is somewhere around $442,000. I set this to take 25% out of the gross revenue, so that is. But that being said, this is the short version of how this works. So anyways, if you have any follow-up questions on this, please make sure to get a hold of me. But like I said, at the top of this content, I'll actually pull it up here. Here's the video for this content to watch this video before you get started, and it will actually show you every step to do so you really know how to use the calculator. Okay, this topic covered about 10 minutes. That's the reason I'm pulling some of these out. Make sure you go to YouTube, watch the full version of this presentation.
Build real success stories in freight dispatching. Success isn't just about booking loads. It's about having the right training, tools, and support behind you. That's exactly what we've built at Truck Driver Nation. Our program combines step-by-step training, live instruction, and practical resources into one complete system. Designed to fit your schedule, our training gives you the confidence to succeed whether you're learning from home or making a career change. You'll gain access to professional templates, proven workflows, and industry mentorship that new dispatchers rarely find elsewhere. You'll also learn how to build vital relationships with carriers, brokers, and owner-operators throughout the entire trucking industry. We focus on building practical skills you'll use long-term, helping you discover additional income opportunities as your experience grows. Our commitment is simple. We're not just here to certify you, but to help you build a successful career in this essential industry. Now, let's look at how our training prepares you to confidently begin working with carriers and owner-operators. Why professional freight dispatchers will always be in demand. One of the biggest questions people ask before investing in any new skill is this: will there still be a demand for it a few years from now? That's a smart question, because if you're going to invest your time, energy, and money into learning something new, it needs to be a skill that solves a real problem. Freight dispatching does exactly that. Let me explain why. Every day, thousands of trucks move freight across the United States. Without those trucks, grocery stores don't get stocked, manufacturing plants shut down, construction projects stop, hospitals don't receive critical supplies. The trucking industry isn't optional, it's one of the essential industries that keeps our economy moving. But here's what most people don't realize. Truck drivers and owner-operators don't get paid to sit behind a computer. They get paid when their wheels are turning. Every minute they spend searching load boards, negotiating rates, or handling paperwork is time they're not driving. And if they're not driving, they're not generating revenue. That's where professional freight dispatchers create tremendous value. A dispatcher allows an owner-operator to stay focused on operating the truck while someone else manages the business. That includes finding freight, negotiating rates, and planning profitable routes. For many owner-operators, this isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Now think about how the industry has changed. Thousands of brokers, multiple load boards, millions of loads every year, rates changing daily. Technology continues to make the industry faster, but it also makes it more complex. As the industry grows more competitive, the need for knowledgeable dispatchers grows with it. Technology hasn't eliminated freight dispatchers. It's made skilled dispatchers even more valuable. The trucking industry will always need professionals who can organize freight and negotiate with confidence. That's why freight dispatching isn't just another online opportunity. It's a profession built around solving real problems. And when you become someone who solves important problems, you'll always have value. That's exactly what we teach here at Truck Driver Nation. We don't just show you how to click buttons on a load board. We teach you how to think like a professional dispatcher. We teach you how to negotiate with confidence, communicate professionally, and build trust with owner-operators. You become the partner carriers want to work with again and again. Because industries change, technology changes, markets go up and down, but one thing remains constant. As long as freight needs to move, someone has to coordinate it. If you're looking for a career built on practical skills, real-world value, and an industry that keeps America moving, freight dispatching is one of the strongest opportunities today. Why freight dispatching is perfect for remote professionals, digital nomads, and expats. For many people, success isn't just measured by how much money they make, it's also about having the freedom to choose where they live and how they spend their time. That's exactly what makes freight dispatching such an exciting career. Whether you're a digital nomad exploring the world, an expat living overseas, traveling across the country in an RV, or simply someone who wants the flexibility to work remotely, freight dispatching gives you the opportunity to stay connected to the U.S. trucking industry from almost anywhere. Unlike many traditional careers that require you to report to an office every day, freight dispatching allows you to build a professional career with a laptop, a reliable internet connection, and a commitment to providing outstanding service to your carriers. At Truck Driver Nation, we've designed our training to fit that lifestyle. Our online, self-paced program allows you to learn wherever you are, while our live webinars and ongoing support keep you connected to experienced professionals who are invested in your success. As your knowledge grows, you'll learn how to communicate professionally with owner-operators, carriers, brokers, and direct shippers across the United States, building valuable relationships that aren't limited by your physical location. The trucking industry operates around the clock, creating opportunities for people who want more flexibility, greater independence, and the ability to build a rewarding career without sacrificing the lifestyle they've always wanted. If your goal is to combine professional growth with the freedom to live life on your own terms, freight dispatching offers an opportunity that's difficult to find in most traditional careers.
Essential tools that you're going to have to work from home doing this as a work from home logistics professional. You're going to need the computer, high speed internet, noise canceling headset, and a smartphone. I only added the extra things in here because I got expats and digital nomads. You're going to need that power backup and that surge protector, and obviously a comfortable workspace. This is the only picture that you're going to have in this, and this is the reason I did it here because this is actually me. This is obviously down there, that's my dog, that's Juju, and I've got 3 monitors, that is a laptop, and I got little fold out screens that clip onto the back of it. And I set myself up. That is a tablet that I have set to the right of me, and I use it as reference points and stuff like that. Right there, it looks like I was probably messing with a movie at some point because sometimes I just need a break, just sit back and look at everything. But get you a nice little spot, set it up, and obviously I don't have kids running around, but I'm blessed because obviously, look, I got the ocean right across the street, so I slide the front doors open and just sit here and chill and look at the ocean. And I know that it was, oh, that's your dream job. You find you a place that you can call your own. The noise canceling headset, there's motorcycles, there's cars, all that's going up and down the street, and it doesn't even interrupt me, even when I'm making content, when I'm talking on the phone with owner operators, with drivers, with freight dispatch students, with whoever it is. So get it set up, know that you build yourself something comfortable. I'm no special more than anybody else, and I literally, this is the way I've got my little office set up. And yeah, I know it's probably crazy, but I'm in a country where I don't have family. I've got my wife, and she's my only friend, and 4 pit bulls and an Aspen dog that's native to here. Outside that, that's it. So I hope that helps you understand. Make your place where you want to work, and I love working where I'm at. Get certified in less than 30 days, 100% possible. You got 90 days total to complete the course, with an additional, depending on the course that you're actually taking, another 9 to 15 months to actually do the continued webinars for the mentorship for the problems that you may or may not have. A lot of people don't even need them, but we offer that because I don't want nobody to actually slip and fall, because a lot of people just need help and understanding what's going on in the industry, and that's what I'm here for. But obviously you got 30 days to do it, 3 times to take the test, that type of deal. But if you actually have to take the test a 4th time, it's $55, but we usually don't see it. Most people actually pass it in the 1st time. It ain't that difficult. If you just need to be certified and you know what you're doing, don't need the course or not, we can do a certification. It's $200. It's still the same thing. For the $200, you get 3 times to take the test, and then obviously on the 4th time, it's $55. So just keep that in mind if that's all you're going to need, and you'll get a certification, and it'll have Truck Driver Nation that we certified that you were able to beat the minimum. Be able to take the test, and you pass the minimum requirements as far as knowledge base. This is going to be another one that I'm going to bypass, but this is about the test, what it looks like. So make sure to watch the full version inside the YouTube channel to get all this extra information. Software. People ask about software and training you on software. We're not here to teach computer science, okay? But what we do is we have videos inside the course based on all of these platforms right here. We will show you how we use it and the parts that we use. I don't push every single button that's in the software. We only use what we need to actually make our days function day to day as freight dispatchers. That being said, please help yourself to it. If you want to press those other buttons, if you take the course, help yourself to it. But for us, we literally just teach you the basics of what we utilize. Please listen to this. This is actually important. What kind of owner operators do we deal with? We only deal with the owner operators that have their MC, their DOT, their load boards, because they're going to have their load boards, because remember, you got to have an MC number in order to be able to access the load boards. For some of y'all that didn't know that, I apologize. I shouldn't have threw that at you like you should have known. Their fuel cards, they have their truck and their trailer, insurance, base plates, and all that good stuff. Even if they're power only, I'll show you how, because we got the stuff in there inside the website that you can get them a trailer. So that being said, this is the only type of owner operators that we are focused on. Unless you go to work for a carrier that already has their own trucks and stuff, which are giving away 2/3 of your pay. But in that instance, they deal on a totally different page than what I actually teach you on how to be an independent freight dispatcher. If you want to get your own MC or DOT number, then help yourself to it. I would highly suggest against it because people are not going to care about your MC. And if you end up getting a freight guard on it or PSP violations and stuff like that, you're going to come to regret it. But that being said, I'll leave it there. If you have any questions, please ask me at the end of the presentation. Okay, this right here is Truck Driver Nation dispatching fees. This is what I personally charge. I'm a freight dispatcher, okay? But I only do step decks. But 10% if they bring me one truck, 8% if they bring me multiple trucks. This is to ensure that you understand what you're worth. You sitting in front of that computer doing all that back-end paperwork, everything really is really a job. So don't think, well, this is a get rich. Yes, the money's there and it's great money, but you're actually getting paid for what you're doing. That being said, you can actually do it cheaper than this in another way that we show you how to do it part-time, but you don't have all the responsibilities of being a full-fledged independent freight dispatcher. And obviously, as you get into the course, and if you go through the website, you'll see where we actually have that offered in there. But if you're a VIP or an elite student, then we actually give you that the access to understand how that platform works, so you can actually do this on a part-time basis or on a full-time basis. And the way that I'd usually tell people to understand how that really would work for you in a better way is actually do it on a part-time basis. And when those people build up the trust in you, they're going to actually want you to dispatch their truck on a full-time basis. Now, obviously, like I said, some will come through. They want to give you their truck on a full-time basis, and out the gate you go. But when you're actually doing it on a full-time basis and they come through, always make sure you follow the checks and balances that we're going to teach you to ensure that that is a quality owner operator that you're dealing with, and it's not just somebody coming with a bunch of problems that now they didn't got themselves in such a hole that they can't get dug out, and you got to make sure that you can actually dig them out if they're, because it comes in all forms and fashions and shapes, type of deal. So, but anyways, we'll cover that inside the course. But this is obviously, what you should look for when you're actually getting paid for these trucks when you're dispatching.
The golden key to freight dispatching. Every freight dispatcher needs one thing to succeed: owner-operators to dispatch. The problem is that most freight dispatcher training programs stop the moment you receive your certificate. They teach you how to dispatch. Then you're left asking yourself, now where do I find my first owner-operators? At Truck Driver Nation, we believe that's backwards. Learning to become a professional freight dispatcher is only the first step. Building relationships with owner-operators is what allows you to start generating income. That's where Truck Driver Nation changes the game. Unlike traditional training programs, we don't simply teach you how to dispatch. We can help you recruit owner-operators who are actively looking for professional dispatching services. Think about what that means. Instead of spending months trying to figure out how to market yourself, cold call carriers, or become a truck driver recruiter overnight, you can focus on becoming an outstanding freight dispatcher while we help open the doors. Our team has spent decades recruiting truck drivers, working with owner-operators, building carrier relationships, and understanding exactly how this industry works. We're putting that experience to work for you. As your dispatch business grows, our support doesn't stop there. If your owner-operators need qualified company drivers, lease purchase drivers, or lease on drivers, we can help recruit those drivers as well, helping your carriers continue to grow while strengthening your relationship with them. We'll also teach you how to identify and build relationships with direct shippers so you're not completely dependent on load boards or freight brokers. As your experience grows, direct shipper relationships can become one of the most valuable parts of your long-term business strategy. And here's something that makes this opportunity even more valuable. If you're already an experienced freight dispatcher, you don't have to purchase our training to benefit from what we do. If you already know how to dispatch but need more owner-operators to keep your business growing, talk to us. Truck Driver Nation can help recruit owner-operators for your dispatch company, allowing you to spend your time doing what you do best, dispatching freight, serving your carriers, and generating revenue, instead of trying to become a full-time recruiter. That's why we call this the golden key. Training gives you the knowledge. Relationships create opportunity. Opportunity creates revenue. And Truck Driver Nation helps bring all three together. We don't just teach freight dispatching. We help you build a freight dispatching career by helping you find the trucks to dispatch. Most schools teach you how to dispatch trucks. Truck Driver Nation helps you find the trucks to dispatch.
Okay, this is the freight accelerator system. And if I'm putting a special note in this, you need to really heed, okay? Because you're asking me to teach you something, and we go way beyond any ding-dong freight dispatcher program because of that 30 years experience I have. But make sure you understand it's going to be very vague on what this, because we don't disclose a lot about this until you're actually one of our students, because I'd happened to come across it, and when I realized what I could actually do that a lot of people don't even realize, I was like, man, this is a game changer. So listen to the content on this, and obviously once you get signed up, then obviously I will give you full disclosure, everything you need. There's a password that goes inside the website that gives you strictly just this point. That's not even part of the freight dispatcher program. This is a tool where you can immediately start dispatching those loads.
The Freight Accelerator System. Most people that contact us at Truck Driver Nation assume they must spend months learning freight dispatching before they begin creating opportunities. This is a common misconception. After over 30 years in logistics, we identified that new dispatchers do not always need months before starting to gain real-world exposure. What they need is a bridge between learning and doing. This is the purpose of the Freight Accelerator System. The Freight Accelerator System is available to VIP and elite students. It allows qualified students to begin gaining real-world exposure as a freight dispatcher while continuing their training. A lot of our students begin using the system within their first week. During this phase, students begin working with owner-operators on a part-time basis while still in training. At this stage, students typically earn 4 to 5% per load while they are learning the system and building real-world experience. This is designed as the entry phase of the system. The Freight Accelerator System is not a substitute for full dispatch training. Students are still required to complete all core training, including freight operations, communication, negotiation, documentation, compliance, and load management. These skills remain necessary for long-term performance and professional success in the industry. As students gain experience and established relationships with owner-operators, there is a transition point where responsibilities increase. At that stage, compensation is typically adjusted to 8 to 10% per load as the dispatcher begins handling full dispatch responsibilities for that owner-operator. This represents the full-time dispatch phase of the relationship. In most cases, this transition happens when an owner-operator recognizes consistent performance and makes a direct request, such as, "You have been dispatching my loads part-time. Can we move me to where you are dispatching my trucks full-time?" That is the point where the relationship shifts from part-time support to full operational management. The system is designed to bridge the gap between training and real-world applications. It allows students to develop communication experience, industry awareness, and operational confidence while continuing their coursework. In the freight industry, relationships are a key driver of long-term success. Consistency, communication, and reliability often determine whether a dispatcher grows into a long-term partner with an owner-operator. Completion of the full dispatch training is still required to operate at a professional level. The Freight Accelerator System provides early exposure. The dispatch training provides an operational foundation. Access to full system details is provided only to VIP and elite students after enrollment. This structure is designed to combine structured education with practical exposure in a controlled environment. The process allows students to complete required training. Telegram, 4 to 5% during the learning phase when you are ready. Transition to 8 to 10% when the trucks move into a full dispatch status. Develop communication skills. Bin real-world exposure. Build long-term client relationships. The goal is to create momentum while learning, so students are not only studying the industry, but also actively operating within it. The biggest problem isn't learning dispatching, it's getting connected to owner-operators. Let's be honest. You can learn dispatching almost anywhere. Load boards, rate negotiations, broker packets, carrier setup. None of that matters if you don't have trucks to work with. No owner-operators means no real dispatch opportunity. It's that simple. This is where Truck Driver Nation is different. Truck Driver Nation isn't just about teaching dispatching. It's built inside the trucking industry itself, especially recruiting and carrier relationships. Recruiting is what we do every day. We're already talking to drivers, carriers, and owner-operators on a constant basis. And because of that, we're positioned inside the same flow of where those opportunities come from. Now listen closely to this. Did you just hear what I said? Once you've gone through training and understand dispatching at a working level, we are in a position where we can connect qualified dispatchers into owner-operator opportunities that already exist inside our recruiting network. Not theory, not guessing. Real relationships that are already active in the industry. That's the difference. Here's how it works. You learn dispatching. You learn how to work carriers, manage loads, and communicate professionally. You also learn how recruiting actually works inside trucking. Then, once you're ready and operating at a competent level, you're not left trying to figure out where to find trucks on your own. You're stepping into a system where owner-operator connections already exist through our recruiting side. And depending on your path, you can move in different directions. Work independently. Work with carriers we already interact with. Or work in alignment with Truck Driver Nation support systems. Most dispatch programs stop at training. Truck Driver Nation connects training to the real trucking network. Because dispatchers don't get paid for what they know. They get paid when they're working with real trucks, real carriers, and real freight movement. Anyone can teach dispatching. Very few are actually inside the recruiting side of trucking, where drivers and owner-operators are being actively brought in every day. That's the Truck Driver Nation difference. Learn the skill, step into the industry, build real connections, and move into real dispatch opportunities with real carrier relationships already in motion.
All right, I'm skipping this one. Make sure you watch the full presentation on the YouTube channel again, but this is us actually recruiting the owner operators for you. You're gonna wanna actually see what these slides have to say. But anyways, let's keep on moving.
At the crossroads, you have more than one opportunity. By now, you've seen what freight dispatching can offer and why so many people are choosing it as a career. But here's something else I'd like you to know. At Truck Driver Nation, we understand that not everyone's goals are exactly the same. Some people want to become professional freight dispatchers. Others enjoy talking with truck drivers, building relationships, and helping drivers find better opportunities. That's why we offer more than one career path. If freight dispatching is the direction you choose, we'll teach you how to build relationships with owner-operators, brokers, and direct shippers, while helping you develop the skills needed to become a professional freight dispatcher. But if you decide truck driver recruiting is a better fit for your personality, that's an outstanding opportunity as well. As a truck driver recruiter, your role is simple. You help professional CDLA drivers connect with quality carriers that are hiring. Every successful placement creates value for the driver, the carrier, and for you. Now here's where things become even more exciting. If you're already an experienced freight dispatcher, adding truck driver recruiting gives you another source of income while strengthening your relationships throughout the trucking industry. And if you're recruiting truck drivers for Truck Driver Nation, every qualified driver who goes to work with one of our participating carriers receives our standard freight dispatcher certification at no additional cost. Why does that matter? Because many drivers eventually want to come off the road. Instead of waiting until that day arrives, they can begin learning freight dispatching while they're still driving. Through our Freight Accelerator program, many drivers begin learning the profession part-time, gaining experience, and preparing for the day they decide to transition into freight dispatching full-time. That means you're not just helping someone find a driving job. You're helping them build a long-term career beyond the driver's seat. At Truck Driver Nation, we believe success isn't about forcing everyone down one path. It's about giving people options. Whether you become a freight dispatcher, a truck driver recruiter, or decide to combine both, well, you'll be building valuable skills that can continue creating opportunities throughout your career. The important thing is this: choose the path that fits your goals. We'll help you build the future. Don't take on too many owner-operators too soon. One of the biggest mistakes I see new freight dispatchers make is getting excited when the phone starts ringing. And trust me, that's a good problem to have. Because if you follow this program, learn the skills, and actually put in the work, there is a very good chance that carriers and owner-operators are going to want to work with you. The trucking industry is constantly looking for dependable dispatchers who answer the phone, communicate professionally, and know how to move freight. But here's the warning: don't grow faster than your systems can handle. One of the fastest ways to destroy a dispatch business is by taking on more trucks than you can effectively manage. I know it sounds exciting to think, if I can dispatch 5 trucks, why not 15? Because every truck you add increases your responsibility. Every owner-operator is trusting you with their livelihood. Every missed phone call, every missed load, every forgotten appointment, every lack of communication costs someone money. And over time, it costs you something even more valuable: your reputation. The trucking industry is much smaller than most people realize. Drivers talk, owner-operators talk, carriers talk, brokers talk. Word spreads incredibly fast. A dispatcher with a reputation for being organized, honest, and dependable will continue getting referrals. A dispatcher who overpromises and underdelivers will quickly find that opportunities begin disappearing. I've watched it happen many times throughout my career. Companies have built terrible reputations because they became greedy, disorganized, or simply took on more than they could handle. Eventually, every reputation catches up with you. That's why I want you thinking long-term from the very beginning. I don't want you chasing every opportunity. I want you building a business that lasts. Start with a manageable number of owner-operators. Learn your systems, master communication, develop your daily routines, become confident in your abilities, deliver exceptional service. When your current carriers are happy, when they're making money, when they're referring other owner-operators to you, that's when you know you're ready to grow. Remember, this isn't about seeing how many trucks you can sign. It's about seeing how many trucks you can manage professionally. The good news is, you won't have to figure this out by yourself. Throughout this program, I'll be mentoring you. As your dispatch business grows, keep me informed about what's happening. If you're reaching capacity, if you're getting overwhelmed, if you're unsure about expanding, talk to me before it becomes a problem. Together, we'll determine the smartest way to scale your operation. And here's something many new dispatchers don't realize. You don't have to do everything yourself forever. As your business grows, you can begin building a team. Truck Driver Nation has experienced outsourced freight dispatchers, virtual assistants, administrative support, and other professionals who can help you manage the increased workload without sacrificing customer service. Instead of turning away new business or damaging your reputation, you can grow strategically with the right support systems already in place. That's how real companies scale, not through chaos, through organization, through leadership, through systems. So I want you to leave this lesson with one thought. I'm confident you're going to succeed. In fact, I want you planning for success, not failure. I want you thinking ahead to the day when you'll have more opportunities than you can comfortably handle. Because if you commit to learning these skills, apply what you're taught, and consistently take action, that day can absolutely come. When it does, don't let success become your biggest mistake. Protect your reputation, protect your relationships, protect your name. Because in this industry, your reputation is one of the most valuable assets you'll ever own. Build it carefully and protect it fiercely. And when it's time to grow, we'll help you grow the right way. How AI is making freight dispatchers more valuable. If there's one thing I want you to understand, it's this. The freight dispatchers who succeed over the next 5 years won't necessarily be the ones who work the hardest. They're going to be the ones who work the smartest. Artificial intelligence is changing every industry in the world, and trucking is no exception. The companies, carriers, brokers, and dispatchers who learn how to use modern technology are gaining an advantage every single day. That's exactly why AI is part of the Truck Driver Nation training program. We're not teaching AI because it's the latest trend. We're teaching it because it's becoming one of the most valuable tools a professional freight dispatcher can have. Think about what your owner-operators expect from you. They expect you to find stronger freight opportunities, help reduce unnecessary empty miles, react quickly when market conditions change, stay organized, communicate professionally, and help keep their trucks generating revenue. Modern AI tools can help you analyze information faster, organize your workflow, compare options more efficiently, and make better informed decisions. That gives you more time to focus on the things that technology cannot replace: building relationships, negotiating freight, solving problems, and taking care of your carriers. That gives you more time to focus on the things that technology cannot replace: building relationships, negotiating freight, solving problems, and taking care of your carriers. That's what separates an average dispatcher from a professional dispatcher. The better decisions you make, the more valuable you become. The more valuable you become, the more your owner-operators trust you. And when your owner-operators consistently make more money because you're helping them operate more efficiently, they're far more likely to stay with you long-term and recommend your services to others. That's how successful dispatch businesses grow. At Truck Driver Nation, we're not preparing you for the trucking industry of yesterday. We're preparing you for the trucking industry that's already here and the one that's still coming. While many training programs are still teaching the same methods they've used for years, we're continually updating our program to include modern AI tools, automation, workflow strategies, and technology that help you become faster, more organized, and more competitive. Because we believe your education shouldn't become outdated the day you finish the course. It should prepare you for what's next. AI doesn't replace a great freight dispatcher. It makes a great freight dispatcher even more effective. And that's exactly why we include it as part of your training at Truck Driver Nation. Because our goal isn't just to teach you how to dispatch freight. Our goal is to help you become the dispatcher that owner-operators want to keep for years to come. Anyone can learn yesterday's freight dispatching. At Truck Driver Nation, we're teaching you the future of freight dispatching.
Today, we're analyzing an actual weekly settlement from Truck Driver Nation's freight dispatching operation. This demonstrates how freight revenue, dispatcher fees, and operating numbers work together in a real trucking business. The information you're looking at has been partially blacked out to protect our drivers' personal information, but everything else represents a real dispatch operation. This particular report covers the week of May 4th through May 10th. Remember, market conditions, weather, and customer demand constantly change. But what I want you to understand is how to measure success as a freight dispatcher. We track miles, gross revenue, loads booked, and average revenue per mile. Every row represents one truck. For example, this operator generated $10,800 in gross revenue. That doesn't mean every load paid $3.36. The number you're seeing is simply the weekly average. Our responsibility is helping our owner-operators remain profitable. If they aren't making money, they'll find another dispatcher. At Truck Driver Nation, we maintain at least a $8,500 weekly goal for our step deck operation. Looking at the bottom line, our 7 full-time step deck owner-operators generated approximately $70,200. The remaining $63,180 was paid directly to our carriers. This represents our full-service dispatch clients who require the highest level of support. Freight dispatching is about measuring results, not guessing. It's about tracking data and making informed decisions that help your operators succeed. In our operation, we specialize in step deck trailers. We've chosen to become extremely good at one market first, build confidence, and gain experience. We'll teach you exactly how to read these reports and build relationships that last. These numbers show you what's possible. Learn the same systems we use every week at Truck Driver Nation. Today, we're going to take a look at Truck Driver Nation's flexible dispatch strategy and relationship-based revenue model. This system combines experienced dispatching, technology-enabled tools, and strong broker relationships to help owner-operators maximize revenue while maintaining operational flexibility. Most training programs tell you to go out and find full-time owner-operators before you can really start making money. That's not how we do it at Truck Driver Nation. We believe in building relationships first. This report shows one of the strategies we use every day to create additional revenue while developing long-term relationships. These are not our full-time dispatch clients. They are owner-operators who work with us on a flexible basis. When we find a load that fits what they're looking for, we send it to them. If they want it, they accept it. If not, they simply wait for the next opportunity. There's no pressure and no obligation. It's another opportunity to help them keep their trucks moving. Instead of waiting until someone is ready to sign a full-time agreement, you're already building trust by helping them make money today. Let's look at Andrew, a dry van operator in Memphis. In 1 week, he accepted 2 loads, generating $6,400 in gross revenue. With our 5% dispatch fee, Truck Driver Nation earned $320 simply by helping him secure those loads. We aren't managing his entire operation or checking every pickup. We're simply providing quality freight opportunities. That creates value for Andrew and revenue for us. This isn't about controlling trucks. It's about becoming the dispatcher they trust. For this 1 week, these flexible relationships generated approximately $79,400 in gross freight revenue and $3,777 in dispatch income for TDN. Remember, these are not our full-time clients. This is additional revenue created through relationships. This strategy becomes powerful when these operators eventually choose full-service dispatching. Why? Because you've already proven your value. You've demonstrated that you can consistently find profitable freight and have earned their trust. This strategy keeps you from leaving money on the table. Instead of ignoring operators not ready for full-time dispatching, you continue creating opportunities, building relationships, and generating income week after week. Inside the Truck Driver Nation Freight Dispatcher course, we teach you exactly how to build this relationship-based operation. You'll learn to organize operators, track communications, and understand when they are ready to transition to full service. This isn't theory, it's the operating system we use every day. The goal is to become a trusted resource in the transportation industry. When operators trust you, they call you first and recommend you to others. This flexible strategy allows you to start earning sooner, build confidence, and grow your operation one relationship at a time. That's exactly what we teach you to do. You don't have to wait for a full roster to begin succeeding. You simply have to start building relationships. That's where successful freight dispatching begins. Join us at Truck Driver Nation.
You'll get this presentation also inside the YouTube presentation, the full length version of the presentation that what this is. But for like this guy literally just works part-time, and I'm just showing you if you're interested in outsourcing. Like this guy generated me $135,000 just over it, and I don't do nothing. I just make sure that they're doing their job. So keep that in mind. But the presentation of what this is in the full presentation in YouTube as well.
Our new add-on to Truck Driver Nation, the Quick Qualification Course, for our VIP and elite students. I am extremely excited to announce a brand new addition to the Truck Driver Nation training platform, specifically for our VIP and elite students. Introducing the Quick Qualification Course. This course is designed for transportation professionals who already have experience in trucking, logistics, dispatching, freight brokering, carrier operations, or related fields, and do not need beginner-level training. Over the years, we kept hearing the same thing from drivers, owner-operators, dispatchers, and brokers. I already understand trucking. I just need to understand the dispatch process. And honestly, that made perfect sense. Instead of having experienced professionals sit through material they already know, we created a faster, more focused path. That's exactly why the Quick Qualification course was built. This course walks you through the full dispatch workflow: onboarding, carrier setup, load sourcing, broker credit checks, rate negotiation, dispatch operations, shipment tracking, paperwork, invoicing, and getting paid. No unnecessary theory, just the workflow, just the process, just how everything connects. The goal is simple: help experienced professionals understand dispatch operations in the shortest time possible. If you are brand new to trucking or logistics, our full training program remains the best starting point. It builds the foundation you need for long-term success. The Quick Qualification course is not a replacement. It is a complement to our full training. It is a fast-track option for those who already understand the industry and simply want to focus on execution. At Truck Driver Nation, we are committed to improving our programs, creating opportunities, and delivering more value to our members. We do not want wasted time. We want learning. We want growth. We want action. That is why this course is being introduced to our VIP and elite students at no additional cost. Now, here's what makes this even more powerful. I broke this entire system down into 13 clear steps. This gives you the complete process, from onboarding your owner-operator all the way to collecting your money. Every single step is structured in a systematic, easy-to-follow approach. And with each step, you get specific directions on exactly how to do it, including video content showing you how to execute each stage of the process. So you are not guessing. You are not piecing things together. You are following a proven system step by step. This is what makes it powerful. Another tool, another opportunity, another step forward. A continued commitment to helping transportation professionals build skills and create income opportunities within the industry. We are proud to introduce the Quick Qualification course as the newest addition to Truck Driver Nation.
Okay, so this is the one thing that I'm gonna go in. I've got to emphasize to y'all. I have no idea why everybody is missing this aspect of it, but you've got to understand you have outsourcing to you. This, for you people that are coming in new to the industry or you've already been in the industry, understand this. Why do you want to do the work? Okay, you're going to get burned out. And the number one people that we see being successful, and I'm going to say not number one because I got some awesome people that have come through our course. But you need to understand you have outsourcing available through Truck Driver Nation. Whether you need an experienced freight dispatcher, that means they're doing the freight dispatching, they're handling the owner operators, and you're just babysitting them. You're paying them like $9,600 a year, that's $800 a month, and they're doing all the work. You're still learning, and actually you're even learning from your freight dispatcher, which is a benefit to you. You have to excuse me for my cough. It's been dusty around here today. But anyways, another thing is virtual assistants. For a virtual assistant, you're talking about $250 to $500 a month. And they're obviously handling everything. And you can look here easily and see what they're actually handling. Now, the outsourced freight dispatchers actually do handle more trucks. Whether you're going to do the, which you need to obviously learn how to do integration with the API. But that being understood, obviously now you can also see what the virtual assistant does. Now, the truck driver recruiters is a little bit different. They actually work through us, or you can actually hire one yourself through us. That's not a problem, but they will recruit your owner operators. That's the reason people ask us, well, you give us owner operators. We give you owner operators through our freight dispatchers. We also show you how to get owner operators just in the general realm of the virtual world. But the biggest one is going to be your biggest benefit is going to be the truck driver recruiter. Excuse me. I'm sorry, y'all. But that being said, you have to understand something. Everybody's struggling that I hear they're coming from these other freight dispatching schools. They taught me this, they taught me that. Now I can't make money. There is a red flag with that. I don't know how many times I've said it through this presentation. It just is. So that's the reason you need a truck driver recruiter. And the way that I show you that to use the truck driver recruiter is you'll already have your owner operator be working them before you even have to pay the recruiter for their fee, because they work off a percentage. Now, as far as the VA and the freight dispatcher, obviously, why are you going to care? Because if you can see the food chain, you can literally take a freight dispatcher, go ahead and let them know you're going to be working with them. Wait first, talk to the truck driver recruiter, get the owner operators coming in, have the freight dispatcher lined up, and then take it and transition over to the freight dispatcher, and they'll start dispatching the loads for that truck. That makes you money without you even have to put a penny out. Does that make sense? If it doesn't, make sure you ask me. Now, a lot of this stuff, I wouldn't ask me in the webinar. You probably need to pull me aside because you got access to me through Telegram. But I hope that gets you understand. People are bypassing the outsourcing and how to use outsourcing when you're trying to learn something. That's fine. If you learn it, you grab it, you take off with it, that's fine. Absolutely. People do that every day. But for you that just feel like that you've already done courses and you just didn't get taught correctly, or you feel like it might, I'm not saying be beyond you, there's no way that this is beyond anybody. But that being said, this is another way to approach it. But even if you're an experienced freight dispatcher, you've got to see the logic behind this. This is absolutely the best way to do it. Makes you profitable, takes all the stress off your shoulders other than monitoring your people, which you can easily do through software. Even we use it to monitor our people. But that being said, I'm just throwing that in there, but we'll teach you this in the actual freight dispatch course as well. So keep that in mind.
One of the biggest advantages you'll receive with Truck Driver Nation goes far beyond freight dispatching. Today, social media has become one of the most powerful business tools in the trucking industry. Owner-operators, carriers, brokers, and direct shippers are all online, and knowing how to professionally position yourself can create opportunities that many dispatchers never experience. That's why we teach you how to build your personal brand, create professional content, and establish credibility across platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and other social media channels. You'll learn how to increase your visibility, generate leads, build relationships, and use analytics to understand what's working so you can continue growing your professional network. This isn't about becoming an influencer. It's about becoming visible and building trust. It's about creating opportunities that can help you find carriers, connect with brokers, develop direct shipper relationships, and grow your career as a professional freight dispatcher. Social media is no longer optional in today's trucking industry. It's a competitive advantage, and we'll show you how to use it the right way. Next, let's look at another tool that will help set you apart from the competition.
If you've been looking for an opportunity to build a career in the transportation industry without driving a truck, this may be exactly what you've been searching for. Our standard freight dispatcher course is just $650, making it the most affordable way to begin your journey into freight dispatching. One of the biggest advantages of becoming a freight dispatcher is that you don't have to quit your current job to get started. Many of our students begin on a part-time basis while continuing to work their regular job. This allows them to gain real-world experience and earn additional income while maintaining security. As they build experience and confidence, many choose to transition into freight dispatching full-time when the time is right for them. You don't have to choose between your current job and your future. You can begin building your future while keeping the security of the job you already have. Now, let me be very clear about something. This is not a watered-down version of our training. Every student receives the same curriculum taught in our VIP and elite programs. The education is exactly the same. You'll learn through self-paced video training that allows you to complete the program on a schedule that fits your life. You'll learn how freight dispatching works in the real world, negotiating rates, completing onboarding, and managing documentation. Everything comes from real transportation experience. You're learning from professionals who actively work in the trucking industry every day. The difference in our programs isn't the education, it's the amount of personal coaching and direct access. As a standard student, you'll have access to our student webinars and private Telegram community where you can ask questions and receive guidance from our team. What truly separates Truck Driver Nation is what happens after training. Every graduate has the same opportunity to pursue work with us after successfully completing the program. One of the biggest challenges is finding owner-operators. Truck Driver Nation can help recruit them for you, giving you the opportunity to apply your training with real professionals. Unlike many companies, our commitment doesn't end with the final lesson. Through our webinars and community, we'll continue helping you grow your knowledge and move forward with confidence. Whether your goal is additional income or a new career, this program provides the training and support to help you take that next step. At Truck Driver Nation, we create opportunities, start part-time, gain experience, build confidence, transition to full-time when you're ready. I'm ready to see you succeed. Enroll today. VIP Freight Dispatcher course. If you're looking for more than just freight dispatcher training, if you're looking for experienced guidance, proven systems, and the confidence to move forward faster, then the VIP Freight Dispatcher course is our premium choice for a reason. At $1,575, the VIP program is designed for students who want the same professional freight dispatcher education as every Truck Driver Nation student, while receiving additional coaching, advanced systems, and ongoing support. A major benefit of VIP is the Truck Driver Nation tech stack, valued at approximately $675, included at no additional charge. This provides the software, automation, and operational systems you need to work more efficiently from the very beginning. You'll also receive our quick qualification course. This teaches you a highly efficient qualification process, helping you become operational faster and more productive from day one. One of the biggest advantages of VIP is the ability to start part-time. Imagine a truck driver parked at a shipper or receiver using their downtime to learn dispatching, communicate with owner-operators, and apply the systems they are learning. This allows you to begin creating additional income and building your future while maintaining the security of the job you already have. As you build experience and confidence, many choose to transition into freight dispatching full-time when the time is right for them. Now let me explain why the VIP program has become our most popular choice. First, you receive everything included in our standard freight dispatcher course. Nothing is removed. You'll complete the same professional freight dispatcher curriculum from start to finish, including load boards, carrier onboarding, freight negotiations, dispatch workflow, contracts, and documentation from experienced transportation professionals. You'll receive instruction on the industry's actual load boards, including DAT, truck stop, and 123 load board. You'll also learn the ready-to-use scripts, contracts, and tools needed to succeed. After passing the final exam, you'll earn your certificate of completion. In VIP, you receive instruction using the same software and operational workflows used daily inside Truck Driver Nation. Our goal is to teach you how we actually operate, not simply how software works. We also include professional social media and SEO training. You'll learn content planning, search indexing, and lead generation strategies specifically designed to attract owner-operators and build long-term relationships within the industry. VIP students also learn how to build support around their operation. We provide guidance on locating and working with virtual assistants, recruiters, and other dispatchers so you can grow your business more efficiently. You'll also receive access to our Truck Driver Recruiter course at no additional charge. This gives you another valuable skill that complements your training and expands your opportunities within the transportation industry. The difference is how closely we work with you while you apply what you've learned. As a VIP student, you'll participate in advanced group coaching, exclusive strategy training, live Q&A, and direct messaging access for troubleshooting. Instead of trying to figure everything out by yourself, you'll have experienced professionals helping guide you through real-world situations as they happen. That means more confidence, more clarity, and faster progress. VIP also includes advanced AI-powered tools and our operational technology stack that reduce repetitive work, improve organization, and simplify your daily workflow. It isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. These systems aren't included because they're impressive. They're included because they help you become more efficient with less manual work and more time focused on opportunities. One of the biggest concerns new dispatchers have is where to find owner-operators. Truck Driver Nation is different. If you need assistance getting started, we can help you recruit real transportation professionals. Whether you choose the standard, VIP, or elite program, every graduate who successfully completes the course receives the same opportunity to pursue work with Truck Driver Nation. The difference is the level of mentorship and technology you receive. VIP also gives you the flexibility to study at your own pace with lifetime access to your training materials, allowing you to continue learning whenever it's convenient for your schedule. As your experience grows and your systems become more efficient, you'll be positioned to handle greater responsibility with greater confidence. Again, it isn't about working harder. It's about working smarter. For qualified customers, Afterpay may allow you to divide your investment into smaller payments, making it easier to begin your training today. So the real question isn't whether you'll receive a professional freight dispatcher education. You will. The real question is, how much guidance do you want while building your future? If you want experienced professionals helping guide you, if you want advanced systems that simplify your daily work and mentorship that helps you avoid costly mistakes, then VIP was designed for you. At Truck Driver Nation, we don't just teach freight dispatching, we create opportunities. Learn with guidance, work smarter, build confidence, grow faster. Your VIP journey starts today. Elite Freight Dispatcher Program. Welcome to the flagship program of Truck Driver Nation. If you're looking for the highest level of training, support, implementation, and access we offer, then you are in the right place. This is the Elite Freight Dispatcher Program. This isn't simply our most advanced course. It's our most complete path for individuals who want to move beyond learning and begin building a professional operation with experienced guidance every step of the way. Elite is about certainty, is about speed, and is about doing it right from day one. People often ask why Elite exists. It's not just to give you more information. It's designed to help you get results faster. You're not just buying a course, you're investing in access, implementation, infrastructure, and the strategic relationships needed for long-term growth. The investment for Elite is $3,975. While that represents our highest level of commitment, the value is clear from the moment you begin. When you choose Elite, you're buying back your time. You're buying the shortest possible path from where you are now to where you want to be. When you choose Elite, you are automatically receiving everything included in both our standard and VIP programs. Nothing is removed, everything is included. But Elite was never designed for people looking for the minimum. It was built for those who want to launch with absolute confidence. We help you launch professionally immediately. The Elite Agency build-out handles your branding, logo, website, and business infrastructure. We provide the operational forms and contracts you need to present yourself as a top-tier industry professional from the very first day. Elite students also receive the complete Truck Driver Nation tech stack, a $675 value included at no additional charge. These are the same advanced tools and automation systems we use in our own operations to maintain a competitive advantage in today's market. To get you operational even faster, you'll receive our quick qualification course. This ensures your carriers are vetted, qualified, and ready for the road without the typical months of trial and error. We give you the roadmap so you always know exactly what comes next. This is where Elite truly separates itself. You don't simply receive software. You learn how Truck Driver Nation actually operates every single day. We teach you our internal workflows, our communication frameworks, and how to use technology to scale your efficiency. We leverage AI and automation to help you work smarter, not harder. But we go further, teaching you the SEO and Google indexing strategies that build real authority. We show you how to create content that doesn't just look good, but actually attracts owner-operators to your business. Our marketing strategy isn't about posting on social media. It's about lead generation and relationship marketing. We teach you how to position yourself as an authority in the transportation industry so owner-operators seek you out. Elite students also receive access to our Truck Driver Recruiter course at no additional charge. We teach you how to become a professional recruiter, expanding your skill set and creating another high-value revenue stream within your logistics operation. As you grow, your biggest limitation is time. That's why we teach you how to build a support team. Elite includes guidance on locating and interviewing virtual assistants, dispatchers, and recruiters, allowing you to scale with confidence through delegation. If you need help getting started, Truck Driver Nation can assist with recruiting owner-operators for you. But more importantly, we teach you how to recruit them on your own. This ensures you have the power to create your own opportunities rather than relying on anyone else. One of the most powerful aspects of Elite is the ability to start part-time. Many of our students are drivers who use our tech stack during their downtime to build their dispatching business. You can gain experience and build additional income while keeping the security of your current job. This transition allows you to build confidence before deciding when you're ready to move into freight dispatching full-time. You don't have to choose between your current job and your future. You can build your future while maintaining the stability you have today. Every graduate of our standard, VIP, and elite programs has the opportunity to pursue work with Truck Driver Nation after successfully completing their training. The education is the same, but the difference with elite is the level of implementation, mentorship, and infrastructure surrounding that opportunity. Sometimes the greatest value isn't found in a lesson, it's found in one relationship, one strategy, or one personalized strategy session. Elite provides you with one-on-one mentorship and lifetime access to future updates, ensuring your education grows alongside the industry. You are not just purchasing a training program, you are investing in a system that saves you months of trial and error. Elite is designed to help you build something that can continue growing long after your initial training is complete. So the question is, how far do you want to go? If you want the most complete operational support, advanced systems, and the fastest path to becoming fully operational, then Elite was designed for you. At Truck Driver Nation, we create opportunities, we build professionals. Elite is our most complete implementation system. You're not investing in information, you're investing in your future with experienced professionals helping you every step of the way. If you're ready to build something bigger than yourself, welcome to Elite. Enroll today.
This has to do with the forms of payments that we have at Truck Driver Nation that allow you to pay for your course, depending on the course you're picking. Obviously, most people go with Square. They use Afterpay. Next thing, if you don't want the transaction fees, use Zelle. The other platforms, everybody's familiar with them, so you know what they require and you know the transaction fees that go through them. But the problem is, we have a transaction fee for all those because everything goes through Square because that's our point of sale system. So be advised, if you don't want transaction fees, please go through Square. The majority of people use Afterpay, which is obviously the best one that we have to offer. We do have some other alternative ways of paying inside there once you click on it. And so please take a close look at everything so you can decide what works best for you when purchasing your program.
Invest in yourself today with Afterpay. Have you been wanting to start a career as a freight dispatcher but felt like paying for your education all at once just wasn't possible? Through our secure Square checkout system, qualified students can choose Afterpay and take advantage of flexible payment options that make investing in your education easier than ever. Your payment is processed through Square using bank-level encryption and advanced fraud protection, helping keep your financial information safe and secure. Flexible payment options. Afterpay offers several payment solutions depending on your purchase amount and your eligibility. Pay in 4 is the most common option. With Pay in 4, your purchase is divided into 4 equal interest-free payments. The first payment is generally due when you make your purchase, and the remaining 3 payments are automatically deducted every 2 weeks over approximately 6 weeks. As long as you make your payments on time, you pay no interest at all. No payment upfront option. Afterpay has introduced a no payment upfront feature for some eligible customers. If you qualify, $0 due at checkout on eligible purchases under $400. Your first payment is due approximately 14 days later, based on your payment schedule. For purchases over $400, such as a $650 purchase, qualified customers will generally make their first installment at checkout, with the remaining balance divided into the scheduled payments offered by Afterpay. Your available payment options are determined by Afterpay based on your eligibility and purchase amount. Afterpay clearly shows your payment schedule and any applicable financing charges before you agree to the plan. Which Truck Driver Nation programs may qualify? All of Truck Driver Nation's programs qualify for Afterpay's services. Truck Driver Nation's training programs are designed to help you start building a new career as quickly as possible. Here's how it breaks down. Standard program, $650, will qualify for either Pay in 4 or Pay monthly, depending on Afterpay's approval. VIP program, $1,575, more likely to be offered pay monthly because of the higher purchase amount. The Elite program at $3,975 may qualify for extended monthly financing 12 or 24-month plans upon approval by Afterpay. Pay-as-you-go. Option lets you start your freight dispatcher training with just a $250 enrollment. Because the initial payment is under $400, many qualified customers may be eligible for Afterpay's no payment upfront option, allowing them to begin with $0 due at checkout. The payment options you see will depend entirely on Afterpay's approval process and your individual eligibility. A trusted payment experience. Afterpay is pleased to endorse Truck Driver Nation as a premier client with a history of processing payments through Square's point-of-sale services for over 14 years, giving students a trusted, secure way to invest in their education. Our goal is to provide a smooth, reliable checkout experience backed by an established payment platform. Simply visit the Truck Driver Nation website, go to the payment portal, select the training program that's right for you, choose Afterpay during checkout, complete the approval process, and begin your training.
Okay, if you want direct access to me, you see the QR code for Telegram. That's the one you want to take a picture of or use your little QR scanner. You do that one. Actually, this can be found in Truck Driver Nation under the home page. The rest of these QR codes, obviously you can see what they do. You're more than free to, obviously go to our TikTok, WhatsApp, and all that good stuff. But if you need to get a hold of me, this is absolutely the best way to get a hold of me directly. The phone lines just have too many phone numbers coming in on them.
First of all, I want to personally thank each and every one of you for taking the time to be here today. I know there are thousands of things you could be doing with your time, and I truly appreciate that you chose to spend part of your day learning more about freight dispatching and what Truck Driver Nation has to offer. My hope is that today's presentation has shown you that this isn't just another online course. It's an opportunity to learn valuable skills, work in one of America's most essential industries, and build a career that offers flexibility, growth, and long-term potential. If you're still exploring your options or you'd simply like to dive deeper into everything we've covered today, I encourage you to visit our YouTube channel. Search for Truck Driver Nation LLC, then watch our complete presentation titled Wednesday Webinar Part 5. This is our most comprehensive training webinar, and it goes into much greater detail than today's presentation. You can also visit truckdrivernation.com, where you'll find additional information about our programs, helpful resources, calculators, training information, and more about who we are and what we do. If you're ready to take the next step, we'd be honored to help you begin your journey. Now, if you're staying with us for the live question and answer session, don't go anywhere. In just a moment, I'm going to open everyone's microphones and we'll begin taking questions. Please be respectful of one another and allow each person the opportunity to finish speaking before asking your question. There are no silly questions here. Whether your question is about the training, the trucking industry, the technology, finding carriers, working from home, or anything else we've discussed today, we're here to help. We'll stay here as long as necessary to make sure everyone has an opportunity to get the answers they need. Once again, thank you for joining Truck Driver Nation. We genuinely appreciate your time, and we hope to welcome you into our training program very soon.